I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of GitHub's autograding, which is pretty good because picking up student homework and evaluating it can be pretty time consuming. Now, as you can see here, I have a pretty empty shell of a course. I only have one student, Peter Parker data, and we're going to create an assignment. Now, before I do that, I need to create a repository, and as you can see here, I have done that. This is called Cuddly. It only has a couple of files. You can see here explore.py and summation.py. If you were to look inside of them, in this case, I have a simple function that is simply adding a number and returning that. If we take a look at the test, and this is the convention for Python to signal that this is a test, is to take the file name, put an underscore after it, and then follow that with test. If we were to look at the test, you can see there that it is simply doing an assertion, and it's using the package that is called PyTest to be able to check if that function, if you give it a 4, returns +1, which would be 5, and tests that. Now, if I go back, you can see there that I have another one, explore.py and underscore test. Similar thing, very simple test. So I'm going to go ahead and create now an assignment for autograding. I'm going to go ahead and create an assignment. I'm going to go ahead and call it Cuddly. This is going to be pretty simple. I'm not going to set a deadline. This is going to be an individual assignment. This is going to be private. That is, students cannot see each other's repos. I'm going to go ahead and continue. I will select the repository. I will enter 1xe/cuddly, and it should find it. There it is. I'm not going to select an editor for now. I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. And in the next page, you can see here that we can add autograding tests. So I'm going to go ahead and select here run Python. As you can see there, I get the boilerplate. Really all we need is the name of the test file. I'm going to go ahead and select here explore_test. I'm going to go back and I will use it as a test name. And I will also use it as the parameter we're passing to PyTest. I'm going to go ahead and give this test 50 points. And then I will go ahead and save it. You can see that it's there. I'm going to go ahead and add one more. Run Python. Go on to the second test there. This one will be summation_test.py. Once again, use it as the test name and also as the parameter we're passing in. Give it 50 points as well, and we're going to go ahead and save it. I will now go ahead and create the assignment, and in a moment I will get a link that I could then distribute to students. In this case, this is simply a one student course, so I'm going to go ahead and copy the invitation link. And next I'm going to move to a VM where I am logged in as Peter Parker and continue as the student. So as you can see there, I'm logged in the browser on GitHub as Peter Parker data. And the next thing that I need to do is I need to accept that invitation to the assignment. And you can see there, accept the assignment Cuddly. I'm going to go ahead and accept it. And once I do that, all of the setup that needs to happen behind the scenes, setting up the repo, setting up the testing environment, the assignment of points, all of those things happen. And you can see there that I get a friendly message saying to wait. I'm going to go ahead and reload the page. And as you can see there, that has gone through. And now I have a link that I can open through Visual Studio Code, where I'm also logged in as Peter Parker. I'm going to go ahead and clone that to my local environment. I've gone ahead and pasted that in. I'm going to go ahead and put it on my desktop. Let me go ahead and remove the previous one that I have there that I was doing for testing. And now I'm going to go ahead and put that repository into my desktop. And you can see there, Cuddly, Peter Parker data. I'm going to go ahead and open it. And as you can see here, I have the code from the repo, explore and the test, summation and the test. So you can see here, summation has the function. And so I'm simply going to change that function. Instead of returning 1, is going to return x plus 2. So that'll make the test fail. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. That'll flag a change has taken place. I'm going to go ahead and commit that. This will be my first commit. And I'll just say first commit. I'm going to go ahead and commit, say yes. And then once that is committed, I'm going to go ahead and push. So at this point, I have submitted the assignment, and I can go back to the instructor view and see that test or that assignment submission. Now we're back in the classroom. I'm going to go ahead and reload. And as you can see there, I have Peter Parker. You can see there that the current score is 50 over 100. That means that only one of those tests failed. One of those tests succeeded and one of them failed. And I'm going to go ahead and take a look here at the test. And let's see what we can see. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. And if I scroll down, you can see here the failure that took place. There's a bunch of information that you could take a look at, but ultimately, if we scroll all the way down, we can see there that the assertion failed. We had a 6 instead of a 5 that we were expecting. So there you have it. This is a quick run through for auto grading on GitHub Classroom.